Inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Bradley Chubb continues to round into form. Remember, he had knee surgery in 2019 and followed that up with 8 sacks in 2020, continuing to ascend in the NFL.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Now a 1st carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mon. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mon looks to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mon. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Williams. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Mon now off of play action. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with.
Touchdown, Washington! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10. Bond going to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. He'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mond on the slant, completes to Sutton.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chase Young gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now Mond on the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Tight end carry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, Mon eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
A for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards in North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Back to throw. Flush to his right.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, fair to say they got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. This is the tight end fan. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good.
And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Charles, this one, not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers over the middle, complete to Samuel. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the 31-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Williams running left. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Williams. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right.
And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Rodgers now on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I of liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action here. Mon. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Mon. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action